Okay. My neck hurts, my back hurts, my penis and my crack hurts. I'm a dirty cracker. Alright. Let's ride. I am tired. I am sad. And honestly, I need a shower. Okay? Alright? Not proud of that. Last night, I fell asleep before I washed my ass. I said, oh, I'm just gonna lay down for a second. Nah, dude, that's always a trap. Every time you tell yourself, oh, I'm just gonna take a nap. Every time it's a trap. So how you guys feeling today? I feel like the future is gonna be a crazy place. Good and bad. Ugh. I know I went on that big rant the other day. It's like, when people say don't get political, bro, they're just outing themselves as like a partisan fucking cockmuncher, as a fucking team fan, as a chode licker. Like, that's why I don't understand the Trump farmers. Because, like, usually people don't care, or you tell them something about, like, hey, this is what's going on in current events. Look what they're going to do in our town. And then, you know, your white Anglo-Saxon Protestant friend, your Catholic friend, regular white guy, he's like, hey, I don't care, you know, because it doesn't affect them. So why would you care if it doesn't affect, right? But then Trump does stuff that starts fucking people over, and instead of just being like, ah, yeah, this is bad, they're like, well, this is a necessary evil. This is part of rebuilding the system, making it great again. No. Yo, you slack-jawed yokel. It's not a symptom of making the system great again. Holy shit. Do you understand the sewer slide rates of farmers? God. I'm no John Oliver, okay, man? I'm a bro, I'm a dude, I'm a guy. But I can formulate some thoughts and opinions, man. I will always be on the side of people and wanting to put power in check. Like, why would you want to side with the power anyway? Like, for the people, by the people, the fucking republic shall stand, you know what I mean? But I don't know how much that actually means anything in America, especially today. And those guys said it because they were seceding from what the fuck is that? What the Dude, I stepped in something very slippery. Dead ass. And dude, what is on my shoe? Ew, man. It's just like fucking wet. Dude, you gotta understand. It's like petroleum jelly or something. What the fuck? Holy shit, that's so gross. And my foot won't like sit on the floor mat. It's like sliding. I don't like that. It feels uncomfortable as fuck. Ew, dude, what the fuck? Anyway, beside the fucking Sasquatch cum in my car, you know, the farmers that are committing to unaliving themselves in Minecraft, They have tons and tons and tons of crops China was buying, and Trump's like, hey, China, I'm gonna charge you all this money, and then they're like, all right, well, fuck you. We won't buy soybeans from you, dickhead. And it's just like multi-millions, if not billions, dollars worth of soybean crops alone. That's just one food. That's just one kind of food that went to waste. That's being, dude. And and the fucking hogs are just like, well, if you got a field full of soybeans, take it down to the farmer's market, partner. You can make enough money to live. No, dude, you don't get it, man. Big industrial trucks were supposed to take the crops to the place. It gets processed. The farmer gets paid, and China gets soybeans, and so on. Dude, you're not recouping your losses at the local co-op, okay? Jesus Christ. Like, these people have their heads so far up their ass. And a lot of them just believe it because they were born into it, and like it's just blanketed over them. Like the stupidity is just blanketed over them. It's hard to get out when you're told these weird things growing up. These people are mental. They can't just come out and say like, I'm a Christian and I think Muslims should pass away, and that gay people are stupid, and black people are subservient, and the Bible says that stuff. But Eages, that's like 0.11%, fucking very small amount. No, stop acting like that. If they're not white supremacists, they're like American exceptionalists, and they treat brown or different people as a monolith, and like I hate that. I really just can't. I just can't let that go. That's your whole mentality, and like an entire group. I'm treating someone as a monolith, but the problem is when you're sardines and you all follow the fucking God King like chimps, fucking, then it isn't generalizing at that point. You actually all are parroting and echoing the same shit. So I just wanted to address that point. It's just scary to me that the evangelical Christians or whomever other demographic want a religious theocracy don't really understand the gravity of what they're doing, and that like the arm of fascism is like a crooked cock, and it bends back into the face of America, and you know what it does. It shoots pudding, except it's not pudding. It is ski 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 blast the American people. So like I said it in my rant the other day, it's like people love it right now because it's hurting marginalized groups that they are fucking xenophobic against. But dude, just wait. Wait until you say something the government doesn't like. Wait until you deviate from the fucking plan. You're gonna be on the chopping block too, you white Anglo-Saxon prick. Wasp. White Anglo-Saxon prick. So, and that's what they're like. That's one of the things I don't like, because like, Eages, you like Islam? It's like I don't like any of the religions that are like, hey, I'm God, hurt each other, I'm giving you a hand. Nope. Buddhism, ting. Taoism, ting. Like all the ones that like, what's the Japanese one? Shintoism. Like all of these like traditional religions that have the little sacraments and the little shrines and the little ritual. That is actually like, it's so funny how like Western Christians pan all of that Asian culture as like It's mystic. It's of the devil. It's magic. It's witchcraft. Do you know what? Honestly, those little rituals and those little sacraments, that's like a science thing. Like, oh, my uncle died, and so I have like a little shrine thing so I don't forget about him. And sometimes I remember the memories. I do the little prayer, and like that's like really cool and interesting and like cultural and fascinating. And it's like gives reverence to the dead, and it's like we just don't have shit like that here. Like, Christians are like, that's bad, it's magic, or it's evil, or it's sorcery, or some shit. But it's like, it's just like some like Buddhist dad like lighting incense and praying because his fucking friend died. Honest, no, like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, you remember how our older siblings in the 80s went through the satanic panic when moms were taking down their heavy metal posters? The devil. I had to scream at my mom. And like, I'm not trying to say that I was a bad child or a handful. I was crazy, and I did crazy stunts, and I like loved adrenaline, but I never like was like destructive or like hurt anybody. But anyway, I yelled at my mom. I said, "Mom, I want a fucking Pokemon cards." Because my mom had read the who is that, like the evangelical, what is it, no, who did that evil motherfucker, not the 700 Club guy, but the Plugged In magazine guy. Fuck, I can't think of him right now. The Focus on the Family guy, a real piece of shit, fucking awful person. Fucking taught my parents to be emotionless, evil people because they read those books or whatever. Anyway, I had to like yell at my mom and say like, "Mom," like, and as a child, like having like I had the adult brain back then, and I didn't. People thought I was deep into the spectrum. Nothing wrong with that. Like, I guess my flavor of autism is programming synthesizers and listening to slam metal and industrial all the time. But I was like yelling, and I was very analytical, and I was very adult, like, because I didn't like being needlessly destructive like the other kids. I like to create. I like to bring things into the world. So I was having an argument with my mom as the little adult guy, and I was just like telling her how Pikachu is not evil. Oh, but it's called Pocket Monsters in Japanese, and my mom read all these things in like the Plugged In magazine or Focus on the Family or whatever the fuck, dog shit, fucking diarrhea evangelical rag. That's just like, it's okay to hate minorities or whatever. Gay people are bad or whatever. And so like eventually my mom was like, okay, fine, grandma can get you Pokemon for Christmas. Like, because you gotta understand, this is like Indigo League Pokemon, like the first time they dubbed the show in English and put it on TV here, like in the 90s. Like we were like, what the hell is it? Like, it was the hot new thing from Japan, you know how they're like, technology and trends tend to like pop off somewhere over in the world, and then like they catch on in the United States, in the West here, and like, well, what's the big new thing from overseas? Like, what's the thing that's gonna pop off? And like at the time it was Pokemon. Pokemon was so huge, and like now I see like a lot of cringe Pokemon adults, and it's like, well, you know what? I grew up with that show, so I get it. But back then, when it first came out, it wasn't just, oh, this is a kid's show from Japan with a trading card game. Everybody was in, like big, huge age groups, chunks of people from like 8 years old to like 60 years old. People were buying these fucking trading cards. They wanted in on the sensation, the fad, and you know what? like people who already played like Magic the Gathering or whatever, like early Magic the Gathering, and like I think Yu-Gi-Oh came out a few years after. Very similar with the way you have to draw land. You have to draw like energy or power. Like in Pokemon, it's energy cards, right? And in Magic, it's you get mana from the different land. So like that was already established. So like people, once they saw the energy cards in the Pokemon pack, they knew what it was. Like they didn't have to read the extensive manual. They're like, oh, this is mana. It was pretty easy for them to be like, this is mana. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm tired, and I couldn't stop sneezing, and I never take Benadryl because it makes me drowsy and fucked up and stupid. But I couldn't find the non-drowsy, so I had to take the pink bastard this morning, and I just feel spaced the fuck out. It's funny because I've like eaten hella shrooms and tripped acid, bro, and gotten higher than a fucking kite, man. Benadryl fucks me up. I like don't like taking it. I'd be like, huh? It's, I don't know. Someone might get a kick out of the idea that I can really handle intense cerebral psychedelic experiences, no problem. But Benadryl makes me sometimes scared to leave the house. I'm not even kidding you, dude. Like Benadryl, sometimes I'd be like, should I drive or could I fall asleep at any moment? That's how it makes me feel. Everyone's body and brain chemistry is different. It could be a placebo effect. It could be just like, it could be something like I associate Benadryl with a time I was very tired when I was a kid. It does make you drowsy, and it does have that warning on the package, but it's in high doses, it's a deliriant. So I don't know. Claritin don't make me fucking walk to the fridge at night half asleep. Benadryl does that. And kids who are getting renal failure from taking a handful of Benadryl to try and trip, which it doesn't. When you take a huge amount of a deliriant, it's like when you remember when you're like, hey guys, you can get high on nutmeg. You remember that? Guys, if you ingest enough nutmeg, you trip. And then, one of your friends is dumb and he tries it, and then he tells you about it, and then he goes, dude, you gotta do it, bro, it was wild. And then you like believe him, so then you like eat 2 tablespoons of nutmeg, and then you like fucking drink a milk, and then you have more, and then you hear crickets chirping when it's the daytime. It's not good stuff. It's a toxin. It's a neurotoxin. It causes like weird. See, like when you trip on like shrooms or acid, like those things are like activating shit in your mind, and you're like, whoa! When you are a dumb teenager and you eat 5 spoonfuls of nutmeg, your brain is like processing a neurotoxin, and the byproduct of that is trip-like symptoms, strange delirium, catatonic laughing sometimes, just like looking at your reflection in the mirror and laughing. Not good stuff, man. None of it's good stuff, man. So I'm not advocating any of that. I'm just talking about when we were young, we had the one friend, and he's like, bro, you could get high on nutmeg. I'm like, we got weed right here. Why would you want to get... He's like, dude, my older brother said you can trip on it. And we're like, all right, sure, whatever, buddy. We'll call him Jim for the sake of keeping his name anonymous. Jim did the nutmeg trip. He was the one who convinced us all to try it. Bro, it was wild. I'm pretty sure He just had like a crushing headache and the spins, and then he just wanted us to do it so that we could feel like shit too. It's kind of like the Bananadine thing, except Bananadine is not real. It was like this article in like a spoof magazine, and they said you can get high from banana peels, and then people were doing it. They're like drying up, like they had their different techniques, and like it was one of those cranks, dude. Like Jankum. Like when dude's like, dude, if you poo and pee in a bottle and like let it ferment for like months and then you sniff it, it's like ammonia smelling salts and you trip. And people were like, okay. And people started trying it. To this day, there's still people that say Jankum is like real, like you can get high as fuck on pee and poo fumes. I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say that's dog shit, and don't do that to your body in any way. Oh man, yeah. See, guy was watching the whole time until I talked about huffing shit and piss fume. Jesus Christ. But I started because I wake up angry and I like because my parents, I don't want to talk about my like actual family, thanks for the like, my actual family here, but like they're so misguided by the Fox News. I was just chilling with my dad outside and I was like, hey dad, like, and we were talking about money and like life and stuff, and I was like, like but the economy's like, the global economy's like, at least in the West here, is collapsing, and like we're experiencing an extreme recession because of this administration and their bully tactics and what they're doing around the world, and it's come here to affect us. And my dad just like goes, the economy's not collapsing, you just gotta not eat out as much. Okay. I've been making this, dude, I don't know, I make about like within the $30 an hour range. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying it on TV. On TV. This YouTube. You know what I mean? And I don't have enough coming in to take care of it. Oh, I think they're like, eat ramen noodles. Why am I doing shorts live? I don't know, man. It's cool to see that the chat goes on this way. But it's like a little self-awareness, and like, did Rupert Murdoch and his cronies just like destroy so many Midwestern dads? And they're like, yeah, the problem is trans, Muslim, bad immigrants, gay. It's like, it's not like, even the evil right-wingers used to be like better back then. Like they would like say something that's like, well, what about this? And this is the effect that the LGBT has on society. Like they used to like sneak it in like more subtly. Now they just fucking say it. I can't really see your chats there, my guy. But if you're here hate watching me or laughing, I don't mind, because that still counts as like watch time. So I'm not gonna lolcow myself, but I am a fucking idiot, and if you want to watch me be an idiot, that's watch time. Okay, who snatched Granny, bro? Who snatched Granny? There was a walker dead ass in the middle of the fucking road. I'll look at all these chats later. It's probably like, hey, fuck you, you suck. It says no one's watching. It says no one's watching. And homeboy's commenting. I love YouTube, man. Like, I come from the internet before the YouTube. And that was a wild place. There was a time before, you know how memes used to be like top text, picture, bottom text? Yeah, there was a time before that. You're writing hate comments? Oh, Jesus, dude. Well, I mean, thanks for watching. Like, I know these things, these little vlog style things are silly or whatever, and like, I should probably be using a camcorder or my GoPro even, and not my phone. But everybody is on their phone, and it gets you into like the shorts scroll. So when people are like taking a shit and they're scrolling shorts, then your live will pop up in the shorts. So I'm trying to get traffic to my channel because I stream Gears of War. Okay? And what's coming out this year? A new Gears of War game and an announcement for the 6th game in the mainline series. So, like, if I can be silly, woo, you know, because I'm an old head and fucking my sense of humor might not land with everybody and shit, but I'm doing a daily vlog and the young people like that. So maybe more people will come and say, like, fuck, you get good headshots on Gears, man. I can't, are you the guy that calls me hippo? There's a guy that came in here and said, you fat fucking hippo, you bitch. And I'm like, alright, well, fuck, man, you got me. Shit, I don't have a comeback for that. If I wanted the comeback, I would scrape it off of his dad's face. No, but seriously, that guy's great. I haven't seen the guy, I think he's a Bangladeshi prostitute, but he comes into my chats and calls me a hippo, and then he's like, I love you, hippo. I watch all your video. Dude, I don't know who's commenting. It's probably someone I grew up with and like went to school with, and they're like, dude, are you having a midlife fucking crisis online? I found your videos, bro. And then to that I would say, put a glass rod up your cock slit and do jumping jacks until it snaps. But that seems cruel and unusual. Yes. So today, like, was really unstructured because my associate at work's not going to be there. I have to, you know, man the door, so to speak. I got to hold down the fort. It's going to be a boring, long day. So there's that. And I might be mentally insane, but I love Gears of War and Tom Hanks. So if you like Gears of War, Tom Hanks, marijuana, skateboarding, industrial music, heavy metal music, and all around goofiness, you know what I mean? Like some Tim and Eric style dementia. Yeah, we got that here on this channel. My shorts, some of the ones that look really crude, that's intentional. Like, there's some fucking stinkers in there on purpose for people to be like, wait, were you okay? No, I'm not okay. Alright? This morning, instead of socks, I used peanut butter and jelly, and I was too tired. Now my feet are all sticky. I don't know, I forget. There was one video I saw where someone wasted a lot of peanut butter and jelly, but they put peanut butter PB&J in someone's boots, and then the guy stepped in his boots and it squished out of the lace holes, and it looked like shit, liquid shit. I forget what that's from. I'll have to find that clip and reference it. Or maybe they just put peanut butter in the guy's shoes and he fucking put his shoe on and it squirted everywhere. Dude, I don't know who's watching me, but you commenting a lot, man. You're fucking hitting up there, blowing up the live chat, man. If I hum a tune while I'm on the toilet, does that count as scat singing? Asking for a friend. No, I'm very, very Italian, and we smoke blunts while we're on the toilet and reading the newspaper. Smartphone? You guys got your... No. Just reading random shit, smoking a blunt. You gotta be hygienic and wash your hands, though. So by the time you're done, you have to put that roach in an ashtray. You can't don't touch your face with doo-doo hands. You gotta wash your... Lávate las manos es muy... Actually, I know Spanish. So when I speak Spanish with like a white guy accent on purpose, bro, carne asada. We need tacos, bro. I'm like stranded, man. I'm like some sort of California surfer guy, but I'm like grew up in the Midwest, in them streets slinging sacks. You feel me? I think if I actually did go to California, I'd be like, wait, people are just getting high and skateboarding? Oh, am I in heaven? Just watch me shred this flat bar, dude. You want to see a front side lip? Oh, bro. Move to California. Except, for some reason, I have an attachment to the depressing Midwest winter. And I love the forests here. I love the forests, man. I'm going to make videos about forest preserves and stuff. I am heading to work. It's early in the morning here, big dog. And I'm just preparing to buckle in for a long, boring day at the office. And then it's Friday, so I might live stream games, homeboy. My whole channel's full of Gears, but I love all games. I was saying this the other day, like I'm asking random strangers and other gamers if they're excited for the new Gears. Some of them are saying yes, some of them are saying it's been a while since I played Gears. Some of them are saying I've never played Gears. And to be honest, in the era that Gears of War came out, dude, it was kind of like when gaming was making the transition from being like a nerdy activity to like a more mainstream kind of, oh, it's cool, right? When Halo 2 came out, everybody got Halo 2. Gears is a new game for you too. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, dude. There's people younger than myself, and I understand that. But the point I'm trying to make is that, like, back in that era, people didn't, like, okay, maybe you have, like, a favorite genre of game, but people played all games back then. Like, if a new game came out, you'd be like, oh, like, I might not be a multiplayer guy, but what's this Halo 2 thing, right? And then when Halo 2 came out, jocks got it. The goth kids, the baseball team, everybody had Halo 2. Regular ass chicks that went to your school, fucking dudes at the mini mart, everyone had fucking Halo. Halo 2 was like some sort of event in society. Like, I went to the midnight release for the game, and it was wild. I didn't even get my copy there, actually. I had pre-ordered it somewhere else. I just went along to the midnight release with a friend who was getting his copy. Dude, those were some times, guy. But anyway, there's so many people that haven't played Gears, and I know that once I like something, I get a really strong boner for it, and I'm like, I love this, I love this, I love this. You know, EA, don't shove it down our throat, man, okay? It's not my game. Well, here's the thing. It wasn't my game. Like, when it first came out and it was, like, revolutionary, the graphics were crazy, the gameplay was weird. It was weird, it was jumpy, it was new, and I was frustrated at the game, and I was like, I don't fucking like it. Like, there was a skill ceiling right out of the gate. And then when I got my first headshot with a sniper, I'm like, okay, it's not first person like Halo. I love first person games. it's a little weird that the guy's on the screen with you and you got to run around, but and then when you aimed in and you get a pop shot and you're like, I'm like, I can get used to this. So then, like, it how do I explain it? We all went from first person games mostly. The only other game that tried to do like the cover system like that at that point was like a game called Killzone on PlayStation 2. And then there was like one other game that had like a sticky cover, but it wasn't as intuitive as Gears. And so anyway, out of the frustration of getting this new game, but I was like, there's a chainsaw and you can chainsaw, like, it had so many appealing points, and I was just so locked in on first person shooters like a lot of us were, right? And then having the guy on screen running around added this different element of like shoot, 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 like you're dodging shots, like the pong ball going across the screen. Phew, phew, phew. You're dodging shots. Boom, I got him. The most satisfying thing. So like, I might sound preachy or like, oh, you know, like everyone has one game they're obsessed with. Oh, so I'm live in horizontal mode for the widescreen. So if you hit full screen and turn your phone sideways, you should be able to see everything. I saw your message just there. But Gears is one of those games that caught me by surprise, and I thought, I like Halo, I'm not gonna like this game. It was insane. And the campaign the first time through was like, they created this dark and boundlessly ambiguous realm of Nightmare Realm. And they just, you know, they set the preface of the story. Everything's falling in the ground. Humanity's being destroyed. This ragtag bunch is gonna try. It was really ominous feeling. Just, and like the graphics. The Xbox 360 was gonna ship different. And Cliff Bleszinski, the art designer, he goes, hey man, can you add like the however many more gigabytes of RAM to the console? So, and that's for Gears of War. And that's why Red Ring of Death happened also, by the way, because they tried to get cheap ass parts. Cost them a lot in the long run. But anyway, Gears of War is one of those games that's a sweaty multiplayer with a high skill ceiling that my noob friends or my casual friends or my friends that play like sports games or whatever, they hop on it and they have a blast even when they're getting annihilated, because it's like that frustration of an enemy player killing you. Instead of just being like, I'm getting off the fucking game, fuck this, or I'm finding a different lobby, you're like, okay, he was playing as that character, I'm gonna go get him, fuck that guy. And you get this little rage boner. And I've gotten people that only play puzzle games and shit into Gears of War. And that's the power of Gears. Because if you, like, let's just say you'll never touch the sweaty multiplayer. Maybe you'll play a little cash multiplayer, King of the Hill. That stuff's fun, you know, like all shotguns. That stuff's fun. Dude, the PvE in Gears is fun, if not relaxing. Let's say you're a casual and you don't have the time to like put in to get better at the game or whatever. You play Horde mode. Level up every single class of guy. You could pop in with people on Horde mode. You could play on casual in matchmaking. And you go, hey guys, what's up? I'm just playing a little Horde mode. Fucking the PvE in Gears is great. So like, I was like playing through Gears of War Reloaded. Dude, okay. Sekiro, I'm not saying it right. The FromSoft game. The FromSoft game that's like all samurai. Dude, 3 guys that watch me said, Eages, you have to play that game on stream. So I was looking at it. It's still on sale for half price. I might install it. It probably won't run as good as it does on the computer, but my computer is just for streaming gameplay now, so it's like, I do have some shit on my wish list. You know, shameless e-begging, right? Hopefully I pop off, you guys. If you go to my main channel, I have lots of videos. No, I don't want to. No, I want to install the full version so that I have the right to it, so that like I can play it and download it. I have more than one Xbox. No, I appreciate it, but I'm not gonna get the pirated copy. I used to buy crack games, or I used to play crack games all the time when I actually had a PC tower. Right now I have just an all-in-one. It's an overclocked all-in-one, and it's just for like running OBS and rendering video. And speaking of rendering video, I capture in like high quality and then render in 1080. So it's like I gotta figure that out without paying for new software or whatever, but you know, it is what it is. I'm just getting ranty and stupid at this point. Gears is great. I'm going crazy over Gears. It's just good to like, sure, it's fun to talk shit, and I love to talk shit, and I love to be witty and fucking poop on things that are bad or mean or evil or dumb or cringe. But like, this is one of those moments where instead of talking shit about things you hate, just promote the things that you love, and it all comes back to you. Gears is one of those little existential threads. Like, I'm a grown-ass man, right? Like, my whole life I've loved skateboarding, token weed, and playing games. I think a lot of people, like, a lot of men love those kind of things, right? But, dude, Gears is one of those things where I unapologetically am myself, and, like, I get on Gears, and I fucking shit on people. Okay, man, I'm gonna fucking install it tonight. I'm installing the game tonight. I'm gonna hit the dispensary, get a little cartumen. I think kids your age call it a yart. Hey, you know what? Fulcrum did not invent the word Benjamin. That's cute that he thinks he invented the word Benjamin. We love you, bro. We love the next generation of smokers, but dude, you didn't invent Benjamin. You made it popular. My Gears gameplay is fire. Oh God, are you being serious? I'm trying. Yesterday night, I was like wall bouncing. I got like a triple blind fire. My control scheme is really specific because people are like, how do you play? Yes, like and share. I am going to cover the Games Expo on Sunday, June 7th, where they're going to spill the beans about the new Gears of War game. So I am going to be covering the expo live. Don't forget to tune in, and I will be reacting live and pausing the video stream. Yeah. Hopefully the new CEO of Microsoft Xbox Games has what it takes. Like, okay, guys, it's a woman. Like, I can do without the sexist comments. Huh, what does a girl know about games? I've never seen a pussy. Like, okay, chill with the sexist incel comments. Does she have what it takes? Does she even know about video games? Like, just the new CEO even know about video games? It's not like, oh, girls can't be gamers. Like, the new CEO is younger than me, doesn't know anything about games. Are they going to bring the company in the right direction? Like, you know, I had to address the sexism thing because, like, it's not because she's a woman. It's because she's just dumb to video games, doesn't know anything about what she's representing. Like, they were like, I never played Halo. Like, that's probably want to know something about the game that got the console off the ground. Just, you might want to know like a little shred about the game that fucking made Xbox a household name. You know, so, but I will be covering the event, and who knows, they might make a Halo announcement during the expo. They're gonna do a deep dive into Gears of War E-Day, and yeah. I forgot what else I was gonna say because I'm excited. I want to install that game and play it. I need a new goddamn controller, but so it's the thumbsticks, right? You play with the thumbsticks, like swinging swords or whatever, blocking a swing. Is it kind of like For Honor? Like with the thumbsticks? Because that's what I'm thinking of. The dual stick controls for Virtual On. That's how old I am, dude. That was Sega Saturn. But yeah, if you do like what I do and you love Gears, or you're new to Gears, or like if you're new to Gears or curious about it, like you can always log on with me, dude, on Xbox or Steam, and I'm really happy to just expose, not myself, but expose people to Gears, and it's just such a unique gaming experience. And like I was saying earlier, like back in my day, like a fucking boomer, people who played games tended to like try every different type of game. Like if there was a new game out, let's say my favorite type of game is fighting games, but the new Ridge Racer came out, I'm getting the new Ridge Racer game because it's like a thing. Like, I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to articulate what I'm trying to say. Nowadays, people only play one game. And I know my whole YouTube is Gears, but that's because my old YouTube got deleted and I had to start over. I had to think about it. I didn't want to come back online after that happened, but I had to start over, and I lost like over a decade of shit. I lost all my old videos, music that I created, covers that I did, you know, like just fun vids, you know, stupid Gears clips that actually like got a lot of views. So my whole old shit got deleted, and that's why my current channel is basically all Gears of War. Not copyright. I may or may not have said something shitty, not shitty, accurate, about a big YouTuber that has a fan base that is like crazy. And so at the same time, I was uploading videos of me playing Sonic the Hedgehog, like on Genesis, and the movie came out. And all they had to do was mass flag every video I made on Sonic, saying misleading. There was more than one TOS violation, but like I didn't like spam people, I didn't harass people, I didn't curse at people, I didn't say. So it was like basically someone's like, oh, I know how to get this guy. And what they said, what the final verdict, when I tried to appeal so many times, they said that I was being misleading or clickbait, or because it would be like 10,000 views, 20,000 views. And I'm not bragging. It's hard starting over again. I'm not bragging. It was because the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie was coming out, and I was playing Sonic the Hedgehog, and I was hashtagging it. And I don't know what happened there, but maybe they thought I was view botting because the movie was coming out and I was playing the Genesis game, and I was like seeing numbers I've never seen before. Just like, vroom, 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 vroom. I don't know if they thought I was view botting, if I got mass flagged, after talking about that other YouTuber, but something really bad happened because my two personal social medias with my actual first and last name also mass flagged. So that was a thing, dude. So I'm not a type of guy who just like reads terms of service and goes, let's fucking violate every rule. That's not my MO. I want to exist on the platform and bring you my silliness, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for all the messages. I'm going to read the backlog of messages. I'm going to sub to your channel. Thank you so much. I got to get going here. It's been good ranting at you guys and with you guys and having a little bit of a discourse. And don't forget, I'm going to Sekiro. I'm going to get that tonight. And on Sunday, I am going to live stream the Xbox Games Expo. So let's go, dude. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. And if you like what I do, there is a QR code somewhere on this channel and a link to donate. I am medically unwell and I'm a silly fucking guy. So namaste. And with that, have a great day, you guys. I am your friendly neighborhood loser, Eages, signing out.